What are you doing tonight? Matt Choice here, and tonight we're going to review The Dark Side of the Ring, Season 2, Brawl for All. Here, it was a very good documentary. It was very good from Viceland. Absolutely amazing. It was actually one of my favorite segments, actually, of during the Attitude Era, mine personally. But I have to say, speaking about what everything they talked about, I mean, it's really crazy what happened. I mean, it's really a shame what happened. What's up, David Longhorn? How you doing? Mike Bushnell in the house, the current global champion. What's up, everybody? We are live. We're having a great time. Welcome to the channel, David. I hope you're becoming a regular. We have a lot of regulars here. We have Mike Bleezy here. We're having a great time here. We just saw the documentary Brawl for All by Viceland. And I gotta say, you know, I'm a big fan of their documentary series. What's up, Kyle Destroyer? Johnny Boots in the house. Yeah, Mike Draws, I mean, it didn't look good. We saw what happened to him. They actually spoke about what happened with D'Lo Brown. And yeah, that's crazy what happened. And I gotta be honest. I have to be honest that, yeah, one wrong move and your whole life could change. Your whole life. And obviously what they were talking about. Dalton Hart in the house. What's going on, man? We are live. We are live. And we're probably going to watch the Dark Side of the Ring after hours for Brawl for All. And that's going to come up very shortly. But in any case, I got to be honest. I mean, it was Vince Russo's idea. Hey, Money God, what's going on? And Gilbert, right? Mike Gilbert was there. Your favorite wrestler of all time. Gilbert. I thought I was hearing things when he said Gilbert. I was like, Gilbert? I said, oh, Mike's going to love this. Sammy Talks in the house. What's going on? So in any case, yeah, man, it was crazy. Vince Russo's idea. Of course, Jim Cornette bashes Vince Russo for his ideas. Actually calling Vince Russo the skid mark on the underwear of life. Quote unquote, Jim Cornette's words. Quoted precisely. And Jim Cornette's he's very passionate about the wrestling business. You can see that. Very passionate about the wrestling business. And obviously so. Obviously so. I got to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't take it away from him. I mean, he's very passionate about that. So what's going on, everybody? Okay. Oh, After Dark's at 11:30. That's very odd. That I thought I was seeing things. Luna Hardy, Duke Togo. Yeah, Jimmy Snuka. You know, we met Jimmy Snuka. We met Jimmy Snuka at WrestleMania 29. He signed our title, our World Heavyweight Championship belt. And he took one look at Poppy. He took a look at me, my brother, and Poppy. He said, he's the champ. Put the title on him. And we took a photo together. And that was awesome. Even though Snuka was obviously framed by OJ, Mike says. But still, I mean, that's crazy. Yes, Johnny Boots is my brother from the same mother. We believe the same father. We do believe that. with all of our hearts, but you never know. No, we're joking. We're joking. We see some similarities in Johnny Boots and Poppy, but yes, he is my brother. In fact, subscribe to Johnny Boots if you haven't already. So we'll take it from the top. Vince Russo. His idea, his brainchild, because he heard JBL in the locker room saying if it was a real fight, he could take anybody in the locker room. So Vince Russo actually made this idea just to prove him wrong, JBL, because JBL was quote unquote a bully. So this whole idea was because of Vince Russo and his ego, if you will, saying that, he wanted JBL to get knocked out. And obviously what happened is he got knocked out. Wolby, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't already. And his rationale for it, Vince Russo's rationale for it, was that JBL was a bully. So it would be very fitting for JBL to get what was coming to him. Basically karma. That's right, Johnny Boots did an epic prank call Johnny Boots, on his YouTube channel for April Fool's Day. So check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, in any case, Bart Gunn made it to the quarterfinals. And he was put up against Dr. Death, Steve Williams, who was supposed to win this whole tournament. So then afterwards, he would take on Stone Cold in a segment and basically build his career, Dr. Death Steve Williams. So it didn't go as planned. Bart Gunn got the victory, knocking out Steve Williams. They made up the excuse that, he blew out his quad or whatever. Hey, whatever you call it. I mean, the guy lost. I saw it live with Johnny Boots. We were watching it live. I was like, he's getting the better of him. And that's what happened. I mean, trying to make the excuse for the guy. I mean, that's what happened. He lost to Bart Gunn. And so then he won. And then he went on to fight Bart Gunn. Bart Gunn went on to fight the Godfather, which was a very formidable opponent, 6'8", big man. And what happened? It's crazy what happened. He got the victory over the Godfather. He defeated the Godfather again. And then he made it to the finals to take on JBL Bradshaw in the finals. So, and Bradshaw didn't really defeat Darren Drozdov in the semifinals. That was admitted in this documentary. But he still went on. And he went on to face Bart Gunn, and within seconds, Bart Gunn got the victory, knocking him out like that. And that was it. We were supposed to have a new star here to rival Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we didn't get that. Instead, a new brainchild emerged. Vince McMahon had an idea to bring in Butterbean to have a real boxing fight. What's up, Steven Ladwig? What's going on, man? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you're new here. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I post up a new video. But in any case, what happened was Vince McMahon and the higher-ups, they had some animosity towards Bart Gunn for winning because they wanted their golden child to win, Dr. Death, Jim Ross's guy. So that didn't happen. So they called the artillery. They got Butterbean to come in, and they wanted Butterbean to win. And yeah, Steven, absolutely, man. Subscribe and hit that bell. You'll be a regular, absolutely, man. Just like all of these amazing people on the stream. Each and every one of you guys are amazing. So in any case, what happened was they sent Bart Gunn to boxing school, whatever, and I mean, it was really not supposed. It shouldn't have happened, guys. That shouldn't have happened. I was very confident in Bart Gunn watching WrestleMania live. I was for sure. I thought he had a chance. John Lovitz and Dana Carvey boots. What happened to the Bad Boys? How come they didn't go off? That would have been hilarious. What's up, Day 77? Michael Alexander Jr. But that would have been hilarious, Boots. But in any case, what happened was they got to WrestleMania. They had the fight, and Bart Gunn wasn't the same. Just like they said in the documentary, he wasn't the same. I remember watching the fight live. I was like, this isn't the same Bart Gunn. Yeah, Steven, there's a guy named Dalton on the stream. There is. And I'm not sure if he's here now, but he does subscribe to my channel. But in any case, he knocked him out within the first round. Bart Gunn was knocked out. But you know, Bart Gunn should have went for a takedown. He should have did other things. In the Brawl for All, you could do takedowns, not just boxing. And Bart Gunn was trying to stand up with this man, Butterbean. He was trying to stand up with him and have a slugfest or a real boxing match. And that wasn't going to happen. Steven, I think it's Dalton Hart. Yeah, I never knew that too. Exantastic. What's going on, man? I didn't know that either. That was awesome. Bart Gunn went into MMA and he continued after WWE, after WrestleMania. And yeah, after that, I mean, it was over, his career. Bart Gunn, after losing in that fashion, and I mean, that's crazy. No, I didn't, Boots. I didn't cry. I just felt bad for him. Geez, he got knocked out like that. I mean, he hit his head on the rope. I thought he got seriously hurt. And look, we didn't see him ever again after that. So we thought for sure, like, hey, he ended his career. Nowadays, I love eating keto. Keto has done very good for me. I'm very happy eating keto. No, I don't do any of that. And then, and Butterbean, yes, even he admitted it, that Bart Gunn had a 50-50 shot if he would just brawl, if he just brawled with him, instead of just standing up in a real boxing match with him. Kaylin, what's going on? So, just standing up in a real boxing match with him, I mean, he had no chance. Yeah, I know, Johnny Boots, and he was hired by Vince McMahon to punish Bart Gunn for winning, which is ridiculous. I mean, pure ridiculousness. In the meantime, yeah, they should have used Bart Gunn in an angle with Stone Cold. I mean, people would have bought it. I mean, this is a legitimate tough guy. People would have bought it. I mean, what do you guys think? You think it would have been good? Oh, Kaylin, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope somebody cleaned it up. Yeah, but in any case, yeah, that was crazy. And they spoke about Darren Drozdov and they had D'Lo Brown on here, and they said it was a freak accident. He lifted him up, and then all of a sudden he dropped him on his head. He and even Draws doesn't blame D'Lo either. Like he says that it was both of their fault. So, well, Boots, he didn't say he got brain damage. In fact, he went into MMA, Bart Gunn. So he said his career was over in the States. So I assume he went out of state. He went into another country and he did his business, And to this day, you could tell he wants another fight with Butterbean. And right now, I think he could take Butterbean. Hey, book it, Vince. I think he could take him. But in any case, yeah. Yeah, Mike, that's crazy. I didn't know Lars did that. I mean, that's so crazy. And also, guys, you know what's even crazier about this is that... What's up, Sammy Talks? No, I know. I'm doing my review for that documentary. But in any case, yeah, what happened was Jim Cornette was so angry at Vince Russo, that he threatened his life, the life of himself and his family. He was so angry because Jim Cornette, he doesn't like the fact that people intentionally try to get themselves harmed in wrestling. Because, wrestling, Jim Cornette, he finds, he takes a lot of pride in wrestling. And, that's his livelihood. And his whole life is wrestling. And if you tell Jim Cornette it's fake, he may flip out on you, bounce a tennis racket off your head. Because, yes, it is predetermined. Yes, it is a performance. But no, people are really getting knocked the hell out of each other. Like, people are really knocking the hell out of each other on those mats, in the rings. And people end up losing their careers, their lives sometimes. And that's no joke. And I could see it from Jim Cornette's perspective. But I could also see it from Vince Russo's perspective. And Vince Russo's seeing wrestling as a business, but also seeing it as more so of a show, an entertaining show. Yes, definitely Day 77, absolutely. Cousin Carl in the house. What's up, Cousin Carl from Boca Raton? String up Russo, Mike? Hey, I would love to see Jim Cornette and Russo in the same documentary or the same room. See what would have happened. That might be hilarious. Really, Money God? What happened? I didn't see anybody get blocked. Sorry to hear that, though. But yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean... Vince Russo at the end said, look, I was entertained watching the show of Brawl for All, and I was entertained too. Johnny Boots and I, we would look forward to that segment every Monday Night Raw. Right, Boots? Am I not lying? I mean, we used to look forward to that segment in particular during the Attitude Era. I was like, this is interesting. And behind the scenes, they hated it, except for Vince Russo, but we liked it because, we liked UFC, and it was right up our alley. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Brawl for All? Were you guys entertained watching it if you were watching it live, or if you're watching it now? I mean... I find it entertaining. I mean, I thought it was a good segment on Raw. And I was amazed by it. I found it very interesting. Even though they said, everyone was getting injured and it was cursed from the very beginning, but at the end of the day, it was entertaining, Brawl for All, in my opinion. In my opinion, it was entertaining. And next week's episode, I look forward to Jimmy Snuka, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. They're gonna talk about his life and whatever he went through. And let's be honest, I'm sure things have happened. I don't know what to speculate, but something happened with one of his girlfriends or something, and I don't know the details, but we'll probably see what happens in the documentary. They'll be able to shed more light on it, but I don't want to speculate as to what happened. But all I know is that when we met him at WrestleMania 29, he was amazing. He was a superstar, and he was a constant professional. Constant professional. He signed our title. Poppy was like a kid in a candy store. He met his childhood idol, and no one really thought about anything happened in his personal life. I mean, no one judged him for that, and in our circle. So I don't know. Colby, was Colby here? Yeah, Colby won some prizes. Let me tell you guys who won some prizes for WrestleMania. So Gary McCartney's won 4 prizes. Gary McCartney. I'll be sending those out shortly. Colby Stogner won 2 prizes. Jacob Turpin won a prize from this WrestleMania weekend. SGR Gaines won a prize. Let me see who else. Money God won some prizes. Yeah, I'm sending out all prizes tomorrow. Money God. So hopefully your address is correct, right? I'm going to send it out the photos. Money God to you. Let me see who else won a prize. Someone else won a prize too. Dalton Hart, what's going on, man? Dalton, I don't think you won a prize, but there's next time. Don't worry. There is next month. There's always next pay-per-view. Remember that. Okay. Oh, Colby won 5 prizes. Colby won 5 prizes. Colby was a superstar, man. Gary won 4. Okay, and Mike, you won another prize too, Mike. Lord Farquaad decided to give you back a prize. So, Mike, you have another round of prizes coming your way, man. So you'll be getting some more original photographs. So I'm going to send those out to you as well, Mike. Dalton, last year in October. Oh, I don't remember that, actually. That's, well, it could be a statute of limitations that's been past 6 months. I don't even remember that, Dalton. But in any case, Dalton, there's always next month. I don't remember that prize, what you refer to. You would have to be more specific, because I really don't remember that. I don't even know if we were giving away prizes in October of last year. But yes, Mike. Yep, absolutely. We're going to watch the Dark Side of the Ring together, the aftermath, and then we're going to call it quits here for tonight. But I'll see you guys tomorrow night for AEW. Actually, we're we'll probably do Wednesday Night Wars. So I'll have AEW on, and then I'll have NXT on. So I'll be able to tell everybody what's going on with NXT. So I'll have AEW playing, but I'll have NXT in the background too. So we'll get everybody covered. Oh really? Money God, 4 in the morning. That's late, man. All right, yeah, get some rest, man. Get some rest. Yes, Dalton, absolutely. Money in the Bank, next pay per view. Yes, we'll be doing 3 more prizes. So, top 3 trivia scores. You know the drill. Top 3 trivia scores gets a prize. The top score gets 3 prizes. The second top score gets 2 prizes, and the third top score gets 1 prize. Well, Money God, you never know, and we'll see what happens. But you know the benefit of winning top prizes, you get to pick your prizes too. The top prize gets to pick whatever prizes I do have available. They get first pick, and then the second prize gets the second pick, and then third prize has to take what I have left. But it doesn't matter. I mean, prize is a prize, and I always give very good prizes, so you'll be happy with winning a prize nonetheless. Yes, that is Johnny Boots. That's his real name. It's actually on his driver's license. Johnny Boots is his real name.
No. He's a liar.
He legally changed it to Johnny Boots. He had it legally changed to Johnny Boots.
Don't believe it.
So it's been legally changed.
I just don't believe it.
Really, Money God? What do you mean, bully my weight? My weight? I don't care, Money God. I have thick skin, so people can say anything they want to me. I don't get upset. I'm fine, man. Haters, I could care less, man. That's how you gotta go about life, man. Who cares? People hate on you. People are gonna hate on you all the time. That's right, Mike. Absolutely. Dalton. Yes, I do like hot chocolate. I actually like chocolate milk. That was my favorite drink growing up. So now I have chocolate milk every day, but it's keto chocolate milk. So it doesn't have the carbs or the sugar. The Sidemen? Days? What Sidemen? That's right, Mike. Absolutely. You're going to always get haters when you're doing something wrong or doing something right. Absolutely. What Mike just said. Is that right, Johnny Boots? I could care less. They were dogging me for my, because my angle on Instagram, I had it on a weird angle, so it actually looked like I had a pot belly on my Instagram. So it was probably one of the worst angles I could have chose, but it was the first time I streamed on Instagram, so I wasn't accustomed to it. So I'm going to fix the angle on my Instagram. If you see the angle on YouTube, it's much better. You can see the V taper. You can see me really lifting weights with passion and drive. And you guys stood with me for the whole workout. It was a good workout. I usually work out for about an hour every time I work out. So about an hour, I'll do a good workout in and just keep it going from there. I mean, keep time under pressure, and keep it going like that. Stay hydrated. Day 77. Well, Colby Stogner leaked it a few times. I don't know if I can leak it again, but Cole Poppy. Well, Poppy's sleeping right now. I don't think he's gonna figure out. Oh yeah, Johnny Boots. Wow, you work out for 4 hours. Wow, Boots, you should live stream it. Dalton. I don't think I'm gonna work out tomorrow. See, what I do is I work out every other day. So I rest for a day. Give your muscles time to rest. And then I work out the next day. I work out every other day. So even if I'm working out a specific body part, I'm still resting. So that's how I do it. So I don't get injured. I don't pull anything. But I'm going live for AEW tomorrow night and Wednesday Night Wars.
The answer to the question, what if the WWE had a baby with the movie Roadhouse? We are diving deep into the insanity of this thing tonight.
So this is Dark Side of the Ring After Hours.
We got the Godfather Charles Wright. We got former wrestler Bart Gunn. Joining us later, the guy who conceived of it, former WWE head writer Vince Russo is here. It's Dark Side of the Ring After Dark, and it starts now.
Alright, so let's see what these guys got to say. Shed some more light on the Brawl for All.
Hello, welcome everybody to Dark Side of the Ring After
That's
Dark.
right, Johnny
Tonight,
Boots. Streaming and a stream.
Controversial and maligned events that WWE ever went through with. We got a lot to get through. We got a whole bunch of scenes that were cut from the doc you just watched, and we've got some
deleted scenes.
Special guests joining us first. The guy who won the damn thing.
Bart Gunn.
We saw him all over the episode tonight. He's former wrestler Bart Gunn. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here, and it's quite an honor.
It's a real pleasure to have you. We also have a guy also in the doc tonight. A guy who a lot of people thought might win this whole thing.
Really, Money God?
You grew up with him. You knew him as Papa Shango. You saw him in the Nation of Domination. And, of course, as the Godfather, Charles Wright. Thank you so much for joining tonight.
What's going on, my brother?
Pimpin' Ain't Easy, the Godfather.
I can't believe how much you are exactly what you claim to be.
They're going to have Vince Russo, too.
I'm already getting a kick out of this. What an amazing episode this was tonight. The Brawl for All. It was really bizarre. And I thought this doc did a good job of showing injuries, questionable planning, hazy rules. Bart, I want to start with you because you talk in the doc about how you knew you might get heat off of this thing, so it seemed worth it. But did you get a sense before you entered it that it might actually be dangerous?
Yeah, it's always whenever you got guys and they're just
If it ain't
going
easy.
at it shooting, anything can happen. You just there's no planning, so people get hurt all the time, and as it shows, a lot of people got hurt, a lot of bad injuries, and kind of a bad idea.
Now, Charles, same question. You're lined up to do this thing. What are you thinking heading into it?
I was just thinking, just get out there, have some fun, make some money. That's one of my biggest problems is I didn't take it as serious as I should have, and especially like against Bart, after he's knocking people out left and right, I should have took him much more serious.
Yeah, Godfather was smoking weed before every fight.
Back then, man, it was just the way I was living, man. It was just another day.
One thing that I found pretty eye-opening was the revelation that Vince Russo came up with this specifically because he wanted to see
Money God, really?
JBL get his ass whipped. Is that something that was known
Johnny
amongst
Booth.
you guys at the time? Was that backstage
Johnny Booth
knowledge? Was
definitely
everybody like, we know what this is created for, or was that revealed later?
Go ahead,
Personally, for myself, I didn't know.
Better be careful, Johnny Booth is a moderator.
But as it got going, then I've heard that. But then also, too, it was very known that it was for Dr. Death. So, bless his soul.
I didn't really see anybody bullying anybody back when we were doing it. How about you, Bart?
No, I didn't see any of that either. I never had a problem
Really,
with
Mike?
John or any of the guys. For a matter of fact, everybody's always kind of pretty cool. There was a lot of ribbon and stuff going on, but it was nothing ever personal. And with John, I didn't have any problems with him.
I always hear that he's a bully, and I never ever seen that. I never seen that. I mean, there was a
No,
lot of
that's
tough
like-
guys in the locker room, but we were back then. I think we were more family than they are now. We were more family.
I think so too. I mean,
He's saying he
Even
never
if you
saw
didn't
that.
like anybody, somebody, you still watch their back. And I'm friends with Bart. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but we were friends before and we were friends after, as far as I'm concerned.
oh yes, absolutely. Papa's the one that taught me how to play bones.
Do you remember calling me? You called me after the fight. After our fight, you called me. And you wanted
Check
to
on
make sure
you.
I was okay. Yeah.
Right, I didn't. That's because we were.
Yeah.
That is a tender and heartwarming moment.
We did a lot
I
of
didn't expect to
partying,
get it
drinking,
heartwarming
playing
here.
pool and doing all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
Now, the
We're
chaos of Brawl
Papa
for
said,
All.
We're one big happy family.
I love
Guys
it.
traveled together. We did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
Play the clubs at night.
His first fight,
Play cards,
Bart Gunn, I'll tell you
and
guys.
all that stuff.
Well, you guys saw the documentary already.
Things are a lot different. now.
Heartwarming stuff. Who expected two men who have punched each other in the face to get so heartwarming so soon? Now, the chaos of Brawl for All, it had injuries, damaged careers, and as you're going to see in this cut scene we're about to watch, some feuds that burned with the intensity of 1,000 Suns. Now, strangely enough,
John Drew.
probably the hottest feud to come out of it was not amongst the wrestlers. It was Jim Cornette against Vince Russo, and honestly, I feel like
Mike,
every
I
wrestler
can see
wishes
that
they
happening.
had this kind of heat. Let's check it out.
So Kenny Bolin said to me, he goes, Vince, I'm telling you,
It's Vince Russo.
you need to file a restraining order, an order of protection against Jim Cornette. He said, because I don't think Jim will do anything, but he goes, I think Jim would incite people to do something. Russo, being an idiot, immediately fell for it. He registers this restraining order. They bring it to me. The cops come up, knock on the front door. I'm like, what? When they told me what it was, I busted out laughing. This is great. I've got him. I've got this guy, right? I'm in his head. We immediately made copies of the restraining order and put it up on sale on my website. And we've raised now, I think, over $6,000 for the WHS Crusade for Children off of selling copies of the restraining order that this dickless, gutless, ballless pussy put out on me because he's so stupid that he believed that I was going to have him killed. We're grown men.
I am sitting on a bowl of
It's
boots.
It's
No.
10, 20 years ago. How long are we going to let this go on?
When we come back, we'll hear from Vince Russo himself. We also have more with The Godfather and Bart Gunn. It's Dark Side of the Ring After Dark. Don't change the channel.
They should have James E. Cornette on here too. After Dark. Alright, so let me tell you what happened. The first fight on Brawl for All, Bart Gunn defeated Bob Holly in the first round. Knocked him cold. So guess what? They were traveling together on the road. So they get into the car, they go to their hotel room, they're staying in the same hotel room. And then they had a regular wrestling match the next day. They had to go about business like nothing happened. Like Bart Gunn didn't just knock Bob Holly's head right off his shoulders. And they kept it moving. I mean, Bart Gunn said it was a little awkward, but, they got through it. But that's a constant professional right there. To stay professional during that, I mean, he got knocked cold, Bob Holly. For that to happen, I mean, do ya? I mean, that's crazy. But, yeah, I mean, Bart Gunn, he shouldn't have agreed to fight Butterbean. In the back of my mind, I knew that was a bad idea. Even when I was a teen, even though I wanted to see it, I knew it was a bad idea. And I had high hopes for Bart Gunn to win, but I didn't think he was going to win. But in any case, I mean, oh man, that's crazy. yeah. Money God. Good words. Who was the Turkey Man you guys are talking about? I heard you guys talking about the Turkey Man on the workout stream. Johnny Boots, I did not cry. I felt bad for the man. I felt bad for him because I knew what had happened. I knew his career is over too, even though I was a teen. Danny's the Turkey Man? Why are you guys calling him the Turkey Man? Little turkey. Wow. So now he's the Turkey Man. Officially the Turkey Man. That is amazing. That's hilarious. Well, sometimes you get these funny comments and they just stick, That's what happens, It sticks well. I could totally it has a good ring to it. The Turkey Man. That's a really that's a really good sound to that. The Turkey Man. That's awesome. But yeah, at the end of the day, Brawl for All for me, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it every week, every Monday night that it had aired during the Attitude Era. And I enjoyed it. So, Bowlby, what's going on? Yes, I am. This is my... Oh yeah, I'll be done in 15 minutes. Bowlby, yeah, this is this shirt, I actually filmed that video this morning before sunup.
How we doing?
And the Godfather himself, Charles Wright, is here.
So this is the same day I'm wearing this shirt. So I've worn this shirt for
the WWE during the Attitude
since
Era.
4 a.m.
Now runs RussoBrand.com. Hello, Vince Russo.
whatever time it is now,
Hello, Chris,
almost
how you
midnight.
doing?
Hey, Vince Russo.
Good. I guess my first question for you is, does Jim Cornette send you a Christmas card every year?
I have no interest in talking about Jim Cornette whatsoever. So let's go on to the matter at hand, which is the Brawl for All, and I'm very excited to see the great Godfather and the great God.
Very classy. Well handled. You took the high road on that one. I want to ask, in the documentary, there's a lot of people who offered pushback saying the idea was ridiculous and dangerous, but they're offering that after the fact. I've always wanted to know, heading into it, were people raising those red flags before the event happened?
As the head writer of Raw, which I was, I had to go to Vince McMahon's house on a weekly basis and rapid fire ideas to him. One right after the other. Vince, how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? That was my job as a head writer. And Vince would sit there like that, don't like that, like that, don't like that. At the end of the day, it's Vince's show. Vince is going to decide what's on the air.
So he's going to blame it on Vince McMahon.
I want Bart to know without a shadow of a doubt, within that room where the idea of the Brawl for All came from.
It's Vince Russo.
There was never any discussion of favorites, who we wanted to win. The winner is going to get a program with Austin.
What about Dr. Steve?
The winner is going to get a title shot.
Dr. Death.
There were no predetermined feelings, ideas whatsoever.
Godfather, it looked like you wanted to respond about during that. It looked like you had some things to say.
Yeah.
When I was approached by Bruce Pritchard, I didn't know anything about Dr. Death being the favorite
what about
to win
Dr.
this.
Death?
I didn't know anything about anybody getting a push with Austin. With me, it was about, hey, you can make an extra $5-10 grand. Get out there, do your thing, throw some punches. That's all it was to me. It wasn't a thing for me to jump my career ahead or anything. The Godfather did okay on himself anyway.
As far as I'm concerned with it, the way it was brought to me, that Kevin Kelly came to me and said, hey, the winner of this is going to get a good push and get a run with Austin. And that's what...
But again, Bart,
let me
Kevin
finish now.
Kevin Kelly was not part of
Vince, you talked for a while. Vince, you got to let him respond.
I'm just saying that's the way it was presented to me. First they come to me and I said, no, don't want to do it. Bad
They're
idea.
arguing.
You can't mix the two and you can't do it. And then Kevin Kelly came and talked to me presented it to me a different way, then I said, well, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And that's what was with me. That's the way it all transpired me. But then as it went along, then it turned out to be for Dr. Death, because every time they went
Dino
to
Man.
an interview
Big
or
dog.
to advertise the Brawl for All, they had Barry Switzer on there. They had somebody, and it was always talking about Steve Williams. They never talked about The Godfather, Art Gunn. They never talked about anybody. It was always Dr. Death. And it was very obvious at that point in time that they did it for him.
It was a divisive issue back then. It remains divisive now.
Let's see
clearly,
what
but in the
Vince
meantime,
Russo has to say.
another scene that was cut. This is a U.S. premiere. This one focuses on you, Charles. It's the origin
boy.
of the Godfather character. Let's take a look.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
let
these
Vince
guys are
Russo
about-
say his side.
I always wore silver, but more skull stuff, but a lot of silver. And for some reason, people start saying, Godfather, you look like a pimp. I don't know where that came from. I'm like, yeah, I hate pimps, man. I got a club in Vegas here called Cheetahs, man, and believe me, back then we used to beat pimps up all the time. And so I wanted to be a mean pimp. And Vince wasn't having no part of that. And so my wife's like, no, you got to become a good pimp, and you got to wear these colors. And she goes, what you ought to also do is go after the cannabis community and start talking about everything that you do, from rolling fatties to lighting blunts and doing all that
Pimpin'
stuff.
ain't easy.
And I would say that besides the silliness, that 90% of The Godfather is my wife. Vince loved the gimmick. Vince used to just walk by me in the corridors and the hallways and say, pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
And I'd be like, you know, Vince, you're the biggest pimp there is.
Where do they get those Where do they get those ladies too? That's what I want to know.
All right, when we come back, we got more with our panel. And if Brawl for All isn't crazy enough already, we're going to talk about when Butterbean got involved. You're watching Dark Side of the Ring After Dark.
And I feel like they're not allowing Vince Russo to have his say in the story.
Damn murderer, when are you gonna kill another girl?
It's Jimmy
Have you
Snuka.
heard anything about Snuka and his girlfriend?
Jimmy
The girl
Snuka's next
passed
week.
away. He didn't get arrested. He wasn't detained.
She had a huge bruise around her neck, and she had multiple cuts and abrasions.
I can't see Jimmy hurting anyone.
Dark Side of the Ring. New episode next Tuesday at 10.
Now the rumor has it that Vince McMahon paid off some people to allow Jimmy Snuka to continue his wrestling career while pending an investigation for whatever happened to his girlfriend. So that's a rumor, though. I don't know if that's the truth. Maybe this will shed some light on it next week, where we'll be live for our live review here of Dark Side of the Ring. So we'll see what happens, guys. But in any case, yeah, I mean, Bart Gunn got really heated at Vince Russo there, and so did Godfather. Godfather almost lost his cool. And obviously, you know, rightfully so. I mean, Vince Russo's trying to cover for somebody, it seems. But Tamina, Tamina, she's still wrestling, Tamina's still wrestling. All right, we're back.
Chris Gethard, this is Dark Side of the Ring After Dark. I am joined tonight by the Godfather himself, Charles Wright. Hello, sir.
How are you, my brother?
We've got the Brawl for All champion, Bart Gunn.
How we doing?
And former WWE head writer Vince Russo is here. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Now I want
Vince
to
is
talk about
you don't
WrestleMania.
like
As
it.
you're leading to WrestleMania, are any of the backstage guys starting to rally around you?
You know, hindsight's everything when you look back at it. At that particular time, I thought I was doing the right thing. But now when I look back at it, horrible mistake. You know, like I said, they sent me to a boxing school, tried to learn how to box. Then I come out, they changed the rules for it. That was another thing that really wasn't said. It was strictly boxing, no takedowns. Then we went to the smaller gloves, everything to benefit him, nothing to benefit me. And I come out as a great boxer, 0 fights. And then he had, 60, 70 fights already? You know, king of the 4-rounders. You know, looking back at it, you know, hindsight, very dumb. If I was going to do it, I should have did it my way. But that was my mistake.
Now, Godfather, you had been injured in the tournament. Are you still following the tournament? Like, do you become one of the people who's watching with fascination, or are you just like, I'm done?
I did not.
Hold on, guys. What happened here? Okay. What's going on here? What's up, John Dro?
Maybe Vince, I don't know if he has any interest. Maybe we could do it again. I don't know. I might be too old to do it again.
That sounds like a bad idea. Bart, you had mentioned that JR talked to you at one point. You felt like you had some heat on you. When they tell you Butterbean's coming, and Butterbean said in the documentary that he got the sense that he was brought in almost as a punishment. Did you, when you hear that it's Butterbean, are the red flags raising on that? Are you starting to realize, man, they're trying to...
No, at that particular time, not at all. I mean, I thought it was maybe an opportunity. I used to watch it, back in just like Charles was talking about, I've always fought, been in fights, and then, somewhat tough. But remember, that we think we're tough anyway. We are tough. And,
now you knocked me out. You're tough.
Well, I mean, but I've always watched him, and I thought it would be a great opportunity. And like I said, at that particular time, it seemed like you remember I sat home, I don't know, maybe 6 months, doing nothing, calling up there. You guys got it? No, nothing going on. So then they come up with this idea, Butterbean. So, okay, great. Oh, by the way, we're going to change the rules a little bit, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I was ready to do something.
Change the rules so he couldn't take down, huh?
Hindsight is always...
Endred, what's going on?
At the time, I thought I was doing the right thing.
Bart, you heard what Butterbean told me, right?
Yes, I did. I saw it on the show.
Bro, that's a shoot. Me, Gilbert. I don't know if I
Gilbert.
said Goldberg.
Gilbert was there.
I might have said it. But I was Gilbert. We were in there smoking in the room, and Butterbean wasn't smoking. And Butterbean, I should have told you, but you knocked me out, so I figured you could knock him out. Butterbean said right then that he goes, man, this kid has no chance. He goes, dude, you guys are tough guys. You can throw your hands, but you're not a professional fighter. And he goes, I told Vince, bro, I'm gonna knock this kid out. I'm gonna hurt him real bad. And Vince is like, do what you got to do. But now that I look back at it, it looks like you were kind of fed to these guys.
If they would have not offered me going to a boxing gym, learn how to fight, kept it 22-ounce gloves, I think it would have turned out to be a little different. But could have, maybe not. But they definitely, he already had the advantage by having all the professional fights and being an experienced boxer. And then they give him even more of an advantage going to his size gloves. I think they were like 6-ounce gloves. And that was kind of ridiculous because they said even smaller than normal. And no takedown. So they just kept stacking it.
No takedown.
It's like they wanted me to get my clock clean.
Well, you remember the old saying Ron Simmons said, they let you know. They'll let you know.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Do not go anywhere. This is Dark Side of the Ring After Dark.
Going for a commercial now? It's almost over. Jeez. So I was wrong. I was saying to myself, wow, why didn't he go for a takedown? They said there was no takedowns. So that clarified that for me right there. And wow. So the deck was really stacked against Bart Gunn. Really stacked against him. Hey, I wouldn't have done it. If I was him, I'd say, hey, I can smell the roses. I know what's going on here. And no, I'm not doing this. Even though I was sitting at home for 6 months. Hey, I'll sit at home and get paid. Or whatever the deal was. And what do you mean I can't do this? That was the rules for Brawl for All. And this and that. That's ridiculous. So they actually wanted him to get knocked out. Oh, definitely, Mike. I mean, Bart wasn't a trained boxer. He just had a good right hand. That was it. He was tough, but he had a good right hand. He was able to defeat his peers, which were wrestlers and entertainers, and not not legitimate tough men. Even though there are a lot of tough guys in the wrestling business, not legitimate fighters. And yeah, that shouldn't have happened. It really shouldn't have. It really shouldn't have. But in any case, hey, I mean, whatever happens, I mean, they used to call you the Ticalian Stallion. Oh, really, Mike? Iron Mike Bleezy. That's awesome, Mike. That's incredible. Wow, I mean, that's crazy, guys.
Yeah, you won't be able to make it, honey.
Johnny Boots is now on cocaine, so never mind.
Honey,
Yes, babe.
seriously.
Yeah, I know. It's done in 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
You already said it.
Welcome back to
It-
Dark Side of
it's
the Ring
almost over.
After Dark. I'm your host, Chris
Yeah.
Gethard, with our fantastic panel tonight. Now, during the break, Bart, you mentioned something pretty fascinating. You said you wrote a letter to Vince.
Right. I wrote a letter
Kid
to Vince,
Handsome.
faxed it to him. I couldn't
Kid
get a hold
Handsome.
of
That's
anybody.
awesome, Mike.
And it was just basically
Kid
stating
Pretty.
that,
Kid
I won this
Present
Brawl for
Table.
all. I'm sitting at home.
Kid
and as I'm
Gargoyle.
watching the show,
Gargoyle.
nothing's being mentioned
Nice,
about
Mike.
me. And to be honest, they were still talking about Steve. When he gets back and when he, heals up, there's going to be hell to pay. And it's just kind of say, hey, I think I deserve something. I've always been there for you guys.
I've been talking more to her. That's why
Boots.
Boots.
And done everything. And
Boope.
then I think a couple
Josh.
days later, Vince called me, Russo, and he goes, hey, I read that letter you sent. I go, what'd you think about it? He goes, it's pretty ballsy. Because I basically just kind of called him out on it, but nothing ever materialized over that either.
I cannot stand in the wrestling business when a talent is called and they give the talent this line. These guys know this all the time. The writers have nothing for you. Because then the writer should be fired. Not the talent. The writer should be fired. So I take 1,000% full responsibility.
He's right. Russo.
After that performance, I could not think of something that would top that for Bart. That's on me. That is 1,000% my fault. It is on
Mo from
nobody
the
else.
Simpson recapping
It was,
his boxing career. You're right,
shortcoming,
Mike.
And I mean, Bart, I apologize over and over. But when I tell you how taken back I was by your performance, I just hope you really understand that is coming from a place of sincerity. But shame on us as a shoot for not being able to capitalize on that. That's on me.
No, I
Well,
appreciate
you took credibility for
I
it.
was kind of pretty disappointed about it. But hindsight, I had a fantastic career in Japan, so I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, yeah, you had a good
All
career in
right, I have to
Japan.
thank
Okay.
everybody. That was an ending. Watching that ending where it felt like some old
Nice,
wounds were
Mike.
actually being healed.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. I gotta thank you guys for your stories, your insight. Thank you so much to Bart Gunn. Thank you to Charles Wright, the Godfather.
Okay, guys. That was a good show, I gotta say.
Somehow look higher now than you did at the beginning of the
He's saying Godfather looks higher now than the start of the
Thank you,
show.
of course, to Vince Russo for your candor and your honesty.
Thank you.
Now, before we go, we got a sneak peek of next week's Dark Side of the Ring.
I was in my room, dead sleep. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and the phone rings.
Sneak peek. We got a sneak peek here.
Valley Hospital. Can I speak to Caroline Argentino? So I get up and I go in my mother's room and I wake her up. I said, Ma, the hospital's on the phone. And she comes to my bed and I hear her say, is she going to be all right? And then I hear her say, dead.
Oh.
Dead? So Jimmy, he got on the phone and as far as I can recall, he started like blubbering and saying that, oh, it was an accident. It was an accident. She fell and hit her head.
That's next week on Dark Side
Wow.
of the Ring. And then,
All right, so we'll see what happens next week.
Stay tuned for Dark Side of the Ring After Dark. Thank
Saying
you
it was an
again,
accident.
Bart Gunn, Charles Wright, Vince Russo. Remember, every Tuesday at 11, we're right here at Dark Side of the Ring After
I wonder
Dark.
why they changed it from 10:30 to 11. I guess the ratings, right? I guess ratings. I guess this show doesn't get much popularity or much ratings. The Dark Side of the Ring After Hours. New Jack's on now. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe and be well. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow night for AEW and NXT Wednesday Night Wars. So be on the lookout. We'll do trivia. We'll have the title on the line here. Trivia World title on the line. And we'll see you next time. Have a great night, guys. I'll leave you with this. I hope you guys have been entertained. All right. Good night, Josh. Good night, Mike. Good night, Johnny Boots. Good night, Money God. I'll leave you with this. I hope you guys are entertained, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great night tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a pleasant tonight. Have a pleasant tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a great night. Money in the bank, absolutely. Good night, everybody.